Must be some mistake. Durin will come.
All right. Well, I am Grant from Screen Rant. Benjamin, it's great to see you again. Robert, it's great to meet you and to talk more about season 2. I just adore this show still. And I love that for you both in episodes 7 and 8, we finally get to see Elrond and Gil-galad in action. Benjamin, I'd like to start with you. And then Robert, you've talked about how, the passion you have for Tolkien coming from your brother. And I'd love to hear from you both what it's like finally getting to suit up in that armor and take part in these big battle sequences.
There were a couple moments where I had to remind myself to not giggle. Be like, I can't believe I'm getting to do this. This is so cool. Like, no, I'm the king. It was profoundly fun and also moving to see how much went into creating it. From the guys that control the atmosphere to the stunt guys that have been getting into orc costumes since 4 a.m. Like it was humbling, exciting, but also just a lot of fun.
And then Robert,
you were a lot muddier than I was, so you may not have thought it was as much fun. Also, I was on a horse for most of it.
He was good on that horse.
How was the experience for you, Robert?
Yeah, great. Very. I'd echo what Ben says. I think. It's a huge challenge to make, but there's those moments where you go, wow, this is awesome,
Now, it's also been quite the emotional season for Elrond as he's had to sort of grapple with Galadriel, his feelings for her, but also her being drawn by the ring and then losing Celebrimbor, as we see in the final episodes. What is sort of his mentality coming out of the finale? Because for so many people, there is still trying to hold on to a sense of hope. But how do you feel Elrond is feeling coming out of the finale?
Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it? He's failed, and he thinks he's failed Celebrimbor and Middle Earth by extension, but I think, I don't know, if you know the lore, it's like maybe that failure stays with him and is motivates him to potentially pay homage to Celebrimbor and what is lost. So it's been a really complicated season for him in terms of trying to kindle his own thoughts on what's going on, and he just has this feeling in the pit of his stomach that something is not right with these rings, something is not right with the way that she's looking at them, and but what I like so much is to think about his talking about the battle. It's like, if his plan would have come off with Durin, if Durin would have showed up, he would have won. I think he would have won, because not just because of the dwarves, but if Durin was there, I would have won. Because there's just something sort of that when you read in the lore about Hurin, I think, killing 70 orcs just as the last man before Morgoth drags him off to the thing. Tolkien's characters in those emotional moments are capable of incredible things. And I think if I had Durin next to me, as I was expecting, I would have been able to. We would have won.
That was something that unique to you brought to the table.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the only person that can bring him and his people.
Yeah.
That it would have been not only a win for Middle Earth, but a win for you and your confidence and your standing within the Elven Kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's that much more poignant.
Yeah, my uniqueness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only I bring this.
Yeah. So the fact that fails, it's just devastating.
It really was. And, it, like you said, I think it would have been a great little boon for Elrond to sort of pick himself up and keep fighting. But at least Durin did still make it there at some point.
In some way. Yeah.
And I hope that in season 3, we get to see more of their dynamic, as well as Gil-galad, to see how he sort of grapples with bringing the elves back together to try and get into harmony. I see I'm out of time already, so I will get on out of here. But thank you guys so much for taking the time. I truly do appreciate it.
Great shirt, by the way.
Yeah, it's lovely shirt.
Thank you. I had to bring out the D&D shirt for Rings of Power. Why not, right?
Why not?
Sauron's armies are roving across Eregion. We must decide whether to attack and bring the fight to him, or to fall back to prepare our defenses.